welcome to part 3 of DVD collection, or complete DVD collection, at least mine. Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring. Got this before ever seeing the series. I was actually kind of making fun of it because of the Burger King commercials. Originally, before even watching it, this was actually free from test driving a car. Limitless. An okay film that was a blind buy that I ended up kind of liking, but I haven't watched it since. La Nuba, this was from my trip from Orlando. Larry Crown, haven't watched it. I think I might have watched it, but I don't remember it very much. Obviously, from Best Buy, not Best Buy, Blockbuster. The Lake House, I actually liked that film. It's one of the few romantic comedies that I like. Speaking of romantic comedy I like, Last Chance Harvey. I enjoyed this film, and as you can tell from the disc, it was bought used, either from Blockbuster or from Best Buy, because it says how it's a 2-disc set, but it only has 1 disc. The Lone Ranger, starring Clayton Moore. Got this from Dollar Tree when the Johnny Depp series movie was out in theaters. The Loft. I bought this movie because I like the actors in it. Have not watched it yet. And the funny thing is, this movie came with a digital copy, but it wasn't this movie. It was a movie with 3 black kids on a bike. Dope. That's what it was. Lethal Weapon. The theatrical versions of the films on 2 discs, front and back, those shitty kind of things. I got those either that or nothing, and then I found the other ones at pawn shops and Goodwills. I kept those, and I got the Blu-rays, and they're up to both of those, and the Blu-rays and the director's cuts onto my server, and now I have that way. The Karate Kid. I like it. I know a lot of people say they like that movie. Kung Fu Panda 2, have not watched it. Kung Fu Panda 1, I liked it when I first saw it, but I have not watched it since, just because this came out when I was still in school. JLA Adventures, Trapped in Time. Liked it when I saw it, but have never needed to watch it again since. The Jungle Book, it's in here, it's in a sleeve, because originally I was keeping my Disney DVDs in cases, but then, I got Blu-rays of some of them. Excuse me. And then I started running out of space, so I started using the sleeves. The Jetsons movie. This movie actually is when the little alien comes in contact, but the alien is in every episode of the series, but this movie is when he's introduced. He's always the guy Elroy's holding on to, who's sliding off the back of the ship. That's what this movie explains what that little alien is. Another romantic comedy that I liked, and one of the only movies I like Mark Ruffalo in. I hate him as the Hulk. Of course, I may just not like his Hulk. This movie, if people don't know, she kind of dies, becomes a ghost, and haunts his apartment that he moves into her place, so like a lease. And they fall in love, and he gets her back into her body. Justice League: The New Frontier. This is based off the Golden Age comics of DC, and that's what the artwork is inspired by. It's an entertaining enough film. I have not watched it in a long time though. Lego Justice League versus Bizarro League. Got this 4 little minifigure, and that was about it. I think it was Bizarro Superman. Justice League: Crisis of Two Earths. I liked it enough. As I said, it's a DC animated movie. They're not really that great, but they're not bad. Justice League: Attack the Legion of Doom. Another one that I got for the minifig. I think that was Nightwing. The Jetsons. 4 episodes. Or it's oh, it's the complete first season. Wow. Or first 2 discs of the complete first season, because it's Jetson collection, 4 kids' favorites. The Jetsons collection, and it says the complete first season, disc 1 and disc 2. But I think the first season was so short. That's probably why I put it in there. Joyous Noel, or Merry Christmas, a movie about the truce between the two sides of World War One. This is what I thought Wonder Woman should be set during, so that when this truce happens, she wakes up, she starts passing out, hearing this truce, them singing. I enjoy the film. One of the few movies that I can't get on my server because it doesn't have the subtitles. John Wayne, Trail Beyond, and Riders of Destiny double feature on 1 disc. Jewel of the Nile. I always thought this was a sequel to something, because I thought acts like, and I now have it on Blu-ray, so that's why it's in that. Another copy of Just Like Heaven. Don't know why I have 2. I guess one's maybe a full screen, one's widescreen. I don't know. Jack the Giant Slayer. I liked it when I first saw it, but have not watched it since. Holy crap. A 3rd copy of Just Like Heaven. I don't know why I have so many of those. Jumanji. I now have the 4K edition of this film on a nice steelbook. But I have to look inside to see if the DVD. Oh wait, this is a DVD, not a Blu-ray. I was gonna say look inside if the Blu-ray has disc art, but nope, that's a DVD. Jack Ryan, Shadow Recruit. This was when they tried to reboot Jack Ryan again, and it failed. Then it got moved to a Amazon streaming service, and I actually liked it. Scooby-Doo meets Batman, kept in this case because it's a clip case. That was a Goodwill buy. Same thing with Clash of the Titans, also a clip case and a Goodwill buy. And coming up next, Mortal Kombat Annihilation. Same thing, a Goodwill buy, that's in a clip case. Blue Collar Comedy Tour, the movie. I actually thought this was funny, at least these 2 guys' parts. He was funny occasionally, he's not that funny. Another clip case. Ooh, random Blu-rays that are in here. Whoops, oh well. Daredevil, Elektra, and League of Their Justice and the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. I like these 2 films, never seen this one. The director's cut of Daredevil is a hell of a lot better than the original. And this movie gets a lot of crap, but it's not bad. And it's on, and it's 3 discs. It's not just 1 disc crammed together. The 10th anniversary of Aragon. It is, well, new discs because the old discs would have had art on them. But I do not think there's anything extra on here except for the digital copy. And that was the reason why I bought it. Because the original Blu-ray did not come with a digital copy. Muppets Christmas Carol, as I said in the last one, this one has its case still. Why? So I had easy access to it. Groundhog Day, one of my favorite movies. I never got it on Blu-ray because I've never seen it on Blu-ray. You know, they put it on Blu-ray. Clone Wars Volume 1 and Volume 2 out-of-print Star Wars movies. These were DVDs that were on my shelf the longest. These ones, as well as these. And they will continue to be on my shelf. They sit on the top of the steelbooks now. Because these are out of print, you can't get them anywhere. They're actually no longer considered canon by Disney, even though they allude to his episode in it, and they allude to they haven't shown Anakin getting his training thing cut off yet, and they allude to her introduction in the book that they did for it. That's canon, so it's kind of like soft canon. You can either say yes or no. I like them. Like if I'm going to do a Star Wars marathon, I will actually watch 1, 2, this, Solo, Rogue One, or 3, Solo, Rogue One, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, I guess. But if when I used to do Star Wars marathons all the time, I would always put these between 2 and 3 when it was just 1 through 6. Because that's the length of a movie. It's like an hour if you put them both together. The Story of Star Wars. This was a special disc that came with when I bought Episode 3 on DVD when it first came out. This was from Walmart. It's just 3PO retelling the story of 4, 5, 6, and 1 and 2. Because 3 wasn't made when this came out originally. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.